From pissing on the Flash's corpse to killing Arkham Batman, the best Batman, in the most lame way possible, the fans have plenty of reasons to be angry with how the game story turned out. And although the gameplay was decent, people can't seem to get over how they did the Arkham Justice League, mainly Arkham Batman. But I believe there's still hope because of some rumors and theories I've discovered, coupled with some things I've noticed in the game myself. And if you're a real fan that's played this game, you've already noticed these things too, instead of letting the enemy, the anti-fan, steal your hope of ever seeing your favorite heroes ever again. And if you want to know more about my strange findings and why I believe the Justice League we kill are actually clones, and a bonus theory, stay until the end. Okay, let's start with the Flash. In the beginning of the game, we find out that the Flash and Wonder Woman are the only two people who haven't been controlled by Brainiac, or so it seems. And I say that because after I present the facts to you, you'll be questioning this as well. But we eventually catch up with the Flash and end up capturing him. Boomerang, having a deep-seated hatred of the Flash, takes the Flash to the back, and in the middle of his talking shit to the Flash, he accidentally cuts his finger off. And make sure you remember that detail because it's going to be important later. Batman confronts the squad and surprises them by killing two of the guards, something that the real Batman isn't known for. And he almost blows Harley Quinn's head off, but the Flash, still being the heroic version of himself, saves Harley using his super speed to throw the bullet off course. And then something that I found very interesting is that Batman seemingly catches the Flash running at the speed of light and beats the crap out of him. And I know this is the Arkham Batman, but that is an incredible feat. Batman then takes the Flash and tractor beams up to Brainiac's ship. I hear a lot of people talking about the missing finger growing back the next time we see the Flash, but I want to delve a bit deeper into that detail. If you've played the game and listened to the Codex entries, you know that the Flash and Wonder Woman escaped because of the Flash's super speed. Brainiac duped the Justice League into giving him their DNA samples for him to duplicate them and their abilities. And even while playing the game, Brainiac taunts us by saying, "Just stand still for a moment. No, worked on your Justice League." Right when the Flash shows back up, they make it pretty obvious that he has all 5 of his fingers back. And I know what you're thinking, doesn't Flash have a healing factor? Well, yes, but he can't grow back full limbs. Another thing to consider is the fact that even after Flash dies and his body is retrieved by Brainiac, Brainiac miraculously has Speed Force infused grunts now. And even the level of intelligence that these grunts have points to the fact that Brainiac has the ability to duplicate and recreate intelligent life if he has a DNA sample to go off of. And if that's not enough for you, Brainiac turned around and used the Flash's powers. He even had the same face and body. There's even leaked audio out of the Flash seemingly being resurrected. And if you think that evidence is damning, wait until you hear the Green Lantern theory. In my opinion, the Green Lantern theory is a little bit more obvious than the Flash theory because you still see the consequences of it even during the endgame. And it's only going to get more obvious from here except for the last one, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. While getting ready to fight Green Lantern, even during the fight, we notice that he has a construct that protects the Skull Ship, and he's been using his constructs to enhance the power of helicopters too. After we defeat the Green Lantern, not only does the ring not fly off into the distance, but the shield also doesn't go down. And there's a third detail that I noticed as well, but let's address the problems with these first. If you know anything about Green Lanterns, usually the ring chooses you. And I believe if John Stewart was really evil now, the ring would just leave him. This leads me to believe that maybe the Green Lantern we see isn't actually our Green Lantern. The Green Lantern is actually still alive somewhere being studied by Brainiac. Think about it, maybe Brainiac simply used his vast intellect to reverse engineer and hack the ring. Not to mention that King Shark is able to use it. And the most interesting part of this theory is the fact that not only was the shield around the Skull Ship still intact, but even after this mission, we still see Green Lantern's constructs over the helicopters. John is definitely still alive somewhere on Brainiac's ship. And I think that the next chapter of this game could be Suicide Squad, Save the Justice League. But this next theory probably raised a lot of eyebrows, even if you don't know much about the character. Before we battle Superman, we see him fighting Wonder Woman, who instead of making a sword to fight Superman, she makes a kryptonite shield. And let me tell you, Superman is destroying her. Like, she's getting beat the fuck up. Her kryptonite shield seems to be doing nothing. And that would be questionable on its own, but when Wonder Woman gets desperate, she stabs Superman with a huge chunk of kryptonite. And she literally drives it all the way through his chest. And she says exactly what us, the gamer, is thinking. that was supposed to kill him. He shouldn't have had enough life force to deep fry Wonder Woman, let alone fly away. But the weirdness doesn't end there. After battling Batman, Superman shows up to confront the squad, and Captain Boomerang throws a gold kryptonite boomerang at Superman, and it does literally nothing. Gold kryptonite is worse than green kryptonite because it will permanently take away Superman's powers, but this version of Superman just shrugs it off. I think that when Brainiac created these duplicates, he wanted to take away most of the weaknesses of his biggest gun, Superman. Even Lex Luthor made the claim that the DNA has been tampered with, or maybe this isn't even our Justice League. And as for Batman, I've heard only one theory / Easter egg from the YouTube channel Batman Arkham Videos. And if you ask me, all the theories we talked about in this video should have been enough to prove even Batman is a clone. But Batman Arkham Videos discovered a Calendar Man type of Easter egg for Batman. You have to find 12 calendars with the last calendar having a bat signal instead of a circle on a selected date. And when you decode the message, it says, he will return. Me personally, I'm super excited for Ben's return. If my theory is correct, Kevin has already recorded lines for this Batman in this game, and call me a fake fan, but I also wouldn't be mad if the guy who voiced Batman in Arkham Origins came back to reprise his role. I love Kevin. In my opinion, he is Batman. Hell, I hear his voice when I read the comments. I've literally made 8+ videos about Batman, and even some videos while I was deployed overseas. So there's literally no way you can look at my channel and not see my love and respect for the character. But beware of the anti-fans, because they will always make a way to steal your hope and shit on your favorite franchises and superheroes. But if you enjoy content based around our favorite superheroes, consider subscribing.